Hi, welcome back to Planet Hex Review Time. I'm Andrew Hawnt. I've not done one of these shorts for a while. The idea was to bring back the series of short videos I would do. I'll do 2 of those in the week, and there'll be a regular full-length Planet Hex at the weekend. I'll see how this format works for a little while with a new schedule. It should be fun. So I was looking through my stats recently, and I noticed that the old Planet Hex reviews that I did, which would review something I would watch, listen to, or read, did pretty well. So I'm bringing those back because they're fun to make, and I like to give you more content. So there's going to be like 3 videos a week, 2 of the short ones, 1 full-length one. So to start off this new era of Planet Hex Review Time, I've been watching some stuff, and here's one that I really enjoyed, surprisingly enjoyed quite a lot, Shotgun Wedding. So starring Jennifer Lopez and Josh Duhamel, as well as Lenny Kravitz and a bunch of other people you will recognise. This is quite an 80s style romantic action comedy hybrid that brings to mind things like Romance in the Stone, Jewel in the Nile, Overboard, all kinds of stuff that, a bit of a caper movie, even though it's quite violent at times. So the basic plot behind Shotgun Wedding is the couple, played by Josh and Jennifer, take their family and friends to a remote island for the dream wedding they've always wanted, and it comes under attack from pirates. And of course, violence, chaos, and humour ensues. It is good fun. The would-be married couple, and not quite a married couple by the for a lot of the movie, are thrown into this situation where there's bullets flying around. There are really nasty assassins trying to take over the island, and they are after something. So the couple become unlikely action heroes, and it works surprisingly well. Some of the humour that I thought worked the very best was when Josh and Jennifer's characters, the couple that are trying to save the day on this island, are surprised by their own strength or dexterity or how handy they are with weapons. And I like Jennifer's character's aversion to any blood or gore, even though she's having to get rid of bad guys. The fight sequences are a lot of fun. They have quite a lot of impact. It's not just like cartoony bad guys. There are some tense moments in there where the couple really have to have their wits about them in order to stay alive, let alone overcome these people. There's some twists and turns in there as well in terms of the plot. Some of the things that didn't work was some of the humour with the mother-in-law and some of the family was quite forced. Also, for a big chunk of the movie, a lot of the family don't get to do a great deal. They're kind of in one place for a lot of it, because the action is very much on the couple themselves while they're trying to save the day. But ultimately, it is a great movie that pays off well if you just want something that's entertaining, it's not going to tax you too much, and you want something that's it kind of crosses some boundaries. You've got the comedy element, you've got a romantic element, you've got action element. There's it's a good crowd pleaser, I think. It is going to come in for some stick. I know it's going to come in for some negative reviews from people around the world because it's just not going to be their thing. But I really liked this. It has a feel of something I would rent or something you would see late night at weekend TV back in the old VHS days. And I really enjoyed it. I did get what I was after from this movie. As I said with the trailer, it looked like it was going to be like sort of an 80s feel, 90s feel action comedy, and that is exactly what I got. There were some modern trappings in it. Of course there's some modern trappings in it, but it did feel like something from a different era, and I think that's actually going to give it some longevity in that it has this sort of slightly timeless caper quality to it, which I think is going to make people want to see this, not like many times, but it's definitely worth a couple of views, and especially if you've got friends around. It's a great pizza and beer movie. You will laugh, you will enjoy the action sequences, and yeah, you'll enjoy how it all comes together at the end. I do think that Shotgun Wedding is a pretty solid movie. It's worth watching. If you've got a Prime membership anyway, definitely give it a go. It's free on Prime because, of course, it's an Amazon production, so it's an Amazon release, sorry. So you don't need to layer anything other than what you've already got if you already have Prime. But I do recommend it. It is a great fun watch. It's not too long. I think it's about 100 minutes. So I was hoping it was around the golden area of like 90 minutes, because comedy action movies should always be around 90 minutes in my opinion, because they get in, they get to the point, and they get out again, and they don't really leave enough time or space to get boring. So this is just pushing that a bit around 100 minutes, but it really does have a lot of entertainment value, and I do recommend it. A solid 3.5 out of 5. Thank you for watching this episode of Planet Hex Review Time. There'll be another one this week before the weekends, and a full-length episode on Planet Hex. If you don't already subscribe to Planet Hex, I usually cover things like VHS and cult films and retro gaming and retro pop culture. I look around eBay and Facebook Marketplace and stuff a lot for cool paraphernalia and cool memorabilia, and I visit some very cool places like the 80s Video Shop or That Weird Shop, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot coming to this channel in 2023. So thank you for joining me for this. I hope you enjoyed this nice little short review video, and we will return very soon with lots more. Thank you ever so much for taking the time to join me here.